Hello members, and welcome to a quick tutorial on how to set up and use the MiScore app. I've got it downloaded at the moment in the top left hand corner of my screen, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. Now when you haven't opened the app before, this is going to be the first screen that you see. What we're going to do is we're going to click Add Club, and then we are going to enter in that box there that I have just clicked. Fremantle, or the start of Fremantle, and Royal Fremantle Golf Club will come up as your first option. We're going to go ahead and click that now. It's going to ask you for a username and password. Your username is your membership number, and your password is the password you use to log in to our Royal Fremantle website. Generally, this is your birth date and month. I'm going to go ahead and pop mine in quickly, and then we're going to move on to the next screen. All right, so this screen is going to be the screen that you see every time you open up the app. That login process is a one-off, and you won't have to do it after you've done it once. So every time you open up the app, you're going to get this screen. This is generally going to happen when you arrive at the course or you're just about to tee off, and you're going to select your playing partners for the day. We're going to go ahead and click Scoring down the bottom, which is the blue tab. On this screen, what it's going to have is your playing partners in your group for the day. So you can see that I'm due to tee off at 3:32 p.m. I'm going to be scoring Ollie today, so I'm going to click Oliver's name, and then I'm going to go continue to scoring down the bottom. The next screen that comes up is your scorecard, so you can see Oliver's name in the top box and then my name in the bottom box there. So from here, there's a couple of things that we need to know. To be able to put in a score, all we use is the plus and minus buttons. We only put in the stroke scores that that person has had on the hole. We don't put in Stableford points because the system works out your Stableford points off the stroke scores that you've had. So if Ollie has had a 4 on the first, we're going to click the plus button 4 times, and you're going to see he's going to have a stroke score of 4, and it's going to allocate him 2 points down the bottom. You'll also notice that in the total box in Ollie's card, that has gone up to 2 as well. This total box shows the accumulated points throughout the round of golf so far. Every hole you gain points, that total will continue to accrue throughout the round that you are playing. The box next to it is pickup and has a P. If you wipe the hole, you must press this button, and that stands for pickup, and you move on to the next hole. To move on to the next hole, you're going to swipe from right to left on the screen, and that will take you to hole 2. Now you can see up the top it says hole 2, so if I swipe one more, it goes to hole 3 also. On the left hand side to that, you will see that it has a timer there. It says 87 minutes. So this number is called the pace of play number. So if that number is in the positive, that means you are ahead of time, and you are staying within the 4 hours 15 minutes that you are allocated to complete your round of golf. If that number happens to fall into the negative, that means you're behind of the pace of play that you need to be, and you need to catch up time as quick as possible to make sure that everybody finishes in 4 hours and 15 minutes. Another little feature that this does have is where it says the total points, where I pointed out before. On Ollie's it currently says 0, and on mine it currently says 53 down the bottom. If I click the 53 down the bottom, it gives you a running total of the scorecard so far. So you can see that I have got the whole numbers down the left hand side, 1 all the way through to 18. Next to that is the par of the hole. So the first is a par 4, second is a par 5. Next to that is the indexes. Now these are the men's indexes at the moment. They will change if a lady is using the app. Next to that is your stroke scores. So you can see I've had a 3-2-3 start, an absolutely fire start for a great game of golf. And next to that is the points allocated to the stroke scores. So that's your Stableford points that runs down the right hand side. So you can see I had 30 Stableford points on the front nine, and I've had 23 on the back nine, which has given me a total of 53 Stableford points. Now if we go back from here, it takes us back to the scorecard. A little feature that this does have is location also. So I've got mine currently turned off. It will appear in the top right hand corner next to hole 3. So to turn this back on, I'm going to hit menu up the top, and then I'm going to scroll down to where it says settings, just above the grayed out manage course. In this next screen, you'll see that the third option down is locations enabled. I've currently got that turned off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that back on, and I'm going to hit back twice. And what it will do, it'll take a second to load up, but it should calculate my distance to the middle of the green. So you can see there it is now popped up. I'm 39,000 meters away from the middle of the third green at the moment. This is measured from your exact point on the golf course to within 2 meters, and is very accurate to the middle of the green as well. So you can see as I move across to the 4th hole, that number changes, and then to the 5th, that number changes again. Now to submit a score, I'm just going to have to put a score in for all of Oliver's holes. If you miss a hole, it will prompt you to go back to that hole and fill out the scorecard correctly, so that you can submit your partner's score. So I'm just going to move through these very quickly. Now, so this is the 18th hole here. I've popped the last score in, and I'm going to swipe right to left one more time. This is now the score submission page. You'll notice that I've had 53 points and Oliver has had 0 points for the day. What we need to do now is we need to verbally agree with one another that these point totals are correct for our game of golf today. And from there, what we're going to do, since I am the marker for today, and I don't particularly want to swap phones with my playing partner, what we're allowing members to do is that the marker can put their initials in both of the boxes, just like I have here, to say that we confirm our scores and we are happy with the scores that we are submitting. From here, we can click confirm player's score, and it will take us to a completion page to say that Oliver Goss's score has now been submitted. Now, if you find that you have made a mistake after you have submitted your score, you need to come and see the golf operations team in the pro shop, and we'll rectify the problem back of house. I hope this has helped a lot of people understand the app and hopefully set it up, ready to roll out for competitions this week. Good luck with the app, everyone, and if you have any troubles, feel free to come and see us in the pro shop, and we'll give you the best hand that we can.